Hey everyone, it's Miss Burnside, music teacher in Lincoln Park Public Schools. I have another musical read aloud story for you today. This one's titled The Remarkable Farkle McBride. The author is John Lithgow, and it was illustrated by C.F. Payne. The Remarkable Farkle McBride. Oh, pity the prodigy, Farkle McBride. No matter what instrument poor Farkle tried, whether strumming, or blowing, or drumming, or bowing, his musical passions were unsatisfied. When Farkle McBride was a 3-year-old tyke, all freckly, bony, and thin, he astonished his friends and his family alike by playing superb violin. He went reedle-dee-deedle-dee-deedle-dee-dee with all of the strings at his side. Reedle-dee-deedle-dee-deedle-dee-dee, the remarkable Farkle McBride. But when he was 4, Farkle played it no more, in spite of his parents' beseeching. He shattered the records he used to adore. He smashed up his resin, ripped up every score. He threw fiddle and bow to the living room floor, and he shouted, "Enough of your screeching." When Farkle was 5, his melodical gift once again bore rhapsodical fruit. The woodwinds inspired his spirits to lift, and he rapidly mastered the flute. He went roodlety-toodlety-toodlety-too, with all of the winds at his side. Roodlety-toodlety-toodlety-too, the remarkable Farkle McBride. See him right there playing the flute. But at 6, Farkle flung his flute into the lake, notwithstanding its lyrical trill. He stamped on the dock till you'd think it would break. "That's it," he exclaimed, "I've had all I can take. That tootling gives me a brutal headache. It's so wimpy and whiny and shrill." When Farkle was 7, a different sound rekindled his musical flame. He became the most expert trombonist around, and the boulevards buzzed with his name. He went roompity-doompity-doompity-doom with all of the brass at his side. Roompity-doompity-doompity-doom, the remarkable Farkle McBride. But at 8 he declared, to his parents' despair, and as everyone else might have guessed, "I can't stand the trombone with its blat and its blare. That racket is more than my eardrums can bear. So return it or throw it away. I don't care. I despise it, just like all the rest." You can see his mom looking out the window at the trombone in the trash. When Farkle was 9, both his father and mum were bursting with pride and affection, for Farkle learned xylophone, cymbals, and drum, the entire percussionist section. He went boom, bash, clang-em-a-clash, all the clamor that he could provide. Tinkly, bing-bong, bumpity-crash, the remarkable Farkle McBride. But soon he fell prey to his usual gloom, despite all the praise and the flattery. First a sigh, then a sulk, then a frown, then a fume, then an ear-splitting tantrum that emptied the room. "I can't take it," he bellowed, "the crash and the boom and the clang and the bang of the battery." Poor Farkle at 10, howsoever renowned, reached the end of his musical tether. But then he discovered his favorite sound, musicians all playing together. It happened like this. The conductor caught cold on the day of the major recital. "You've got to replace him," young Farkle was told. "Your cooperation is vital." So he took the baton, and he gave the downbeat, and kaboom! The foundations were shaken by glorious music, bombastic and sweet, that filled up the hall and spilled into the street. Music that brought the whole crowd to its feet from the instruments he had forsaken. They went reedledy-roodlety-broompity-bang. "Bravo!" all the spectators cried. "Deedledy-doodledy-doompity-clang," the remarkable Farkle McBride. Since that sparkling night, Maestro Farkle McBride conducts all of the instruments he ever tried. His happy heart sings to brass, to drums, to winds, and to strings. and Remarkable Farkle's at last satisfied. I'm going to try to open up the page so you can see the whole thing. You can see all the families of the orchestra. We have strings, we have woodwinds and brass and percussion with Farkle McBride up in the front as conductor. Thanks for listening to our musical story today.